Hey guys, welcome to Jesse Dark Gaming. Today I'm going to be reviewing
Resident Evil.
Yes, Mr. Narishmet, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Now, keeping with the spirit of the original Revelations, Revelations 2 splices in the survival horror of early entries with action more akin to that of recent ones. Now, it's not without its little stumbling points, but I'm happy to see that Capcom has found a really good balance between Resident Evil past and present. The story of Revelations 2 takes place between Resident Evil 5 and 6. It begins with a party for TerraSave, a biohazard prevention agency being crashed by unknown assailants. Series staple Claire Redfield and newcomer Moria Burton, daughter of Barry Burton, are captured and awakened in a twisted prison run by the malevolent Overseer. The second character duo is comprised of series veteran Barry Burton, who we finally get to see back in action, and the mysterious child Natalia Cordia.
Next time on Revelations 2.
The game progresses in an episodic format that will show you the progress of both duos as they navigate the dangers of their environment. I enjoyed seeing changes in Claire and Moria's scenario affecting Barry and Natalia's, such as a bridge crumbling in one scenario which forces the other duo to a detour route. These details help the story stay focused and feel less disjointed over the 4 episodes. Overall, the story is well told and has enough moments of cheesy humor mixed with moments of pure terror to feel like a complete Resident Evil experience.
Ha! Who's the master of unlocking now, huh?
Graphically, the game is nothing to marvel at, even on next-generation hardware. The environments and character models, while passable, ultimately look very dated. This is not helped by long load times between chapters and cinematics. I would have hoped that outdated visuals would have come with the stipend of lightning-fast load times. However, to be fair, once the game is loaded, it does run silky smooth.
Straight back.
Keeping with the game's tone, music is kept to a minimum, mainly used at moments of significance and enemy encounters. This is complemented very well with great sound design. Growls of the infected, rustling foliage, creaking floorboards perfectly capture this game's creepy atmosphere. Revelations 2 does a good job of mixing action with survival horror, with some new features integrated in. Gunplay is smooth and satisfying, combined with physical attacks and the ability to dodge and crouch makes for very fluid action. While the controls are great, ammo in this game is not as plentiful as in past titles. Defeated enemies do not drop items. This makes each encounter all about decisions. Do you go in guns blazing and hope for the best? Watch your ammo and use combined physical attacks? Or use stealth? You can use stealth to quietly take out enemies, save on ammo, or in some cases, evade fighting altogether. Stealth adds a whole new strategy to this game, as well as some very tense moments. Though stealth is great, it's not always viable, and at some points you will need to fight for your life. To survive, you'll need to be well equipped, leading to a need to explore and scavenge for supplies. Exploration is rewarded greatly, yielding ammo, herbs, new weapons, and various supplies. A nice new addition is a crafting system that can be used to create medical items as well as explosives. Most things you do well in-game will earn you battle points, which will allow you to augment and upgrade character abilities. When it comes to gameplay, Claire and Barry will be doing most of the fighting. Moria and Natalia, on the other hand, will provide auxiliary abilities. Moria has a flashlight to find hidden objects and blind enemies, as well as a crowbar to break down barriers and assist Claire in combat. Natalia can crawl into tight spaces, point out hidden objects, throw bricks to damage and distract foes, and even crouch silently to show the location of enemies. While I found Natalia to be more useful overall, ultimately, both characters bring complementary abilities to help progress in the game. You can control the characters yourself, or with a friend via split screen. Unfortunately, online co-op was not made an option. When going solo, switching characters is very seamless, which is great, as you'll be tackling puzzles throughout the game using characters in tandem to solve them. Most of the puzzles are not too complex, but it does give you a little gameplay variation. Though I did enjoy the teamwork elements, for horror's sake, I would have enjoyed the ability to play as one character alone. This game does get pretty scary. Quite a few times my palms were sweaty and I felt completely uneasy. This was not just accomplished with jump scares. but dark and gruesome environments and the fight for survival. However, knowing you have a character watching your back unfortunately does remove some of that tension. If the campaign is not enough, there are a couple extra chapters, collectibles, and raid mode. Raid mode returns from the original Revelations. Here you will control characters and take part in action-packed missions that play sort of like Resident Evil action RPG. You will gain levels, abilities, and new weapons. As you advance, enemies will become increasingly difficult. Some will even have buffs, such as shields and elemental properties. This mode shows the action mechanics of Revelations 2 are spot on. With leaderboards, new content, and co-op via split screen or online matchmaking, Raid mode makes for an awesome addition. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is a great game. You have an interesting campaign, really nice varied gameplay, great action, some really tense and scary moments, and raid mode, all at a bargain price. Now, you can download the episodes individually right now, but the current retail package sells for $40, which is just incredible value when you consider all the content you have access to. Now, the game's not perfect. It does have some issues. The graphics are not up to snuff. There are some really long load times at points, and a personal qualm of mine is not being able to play solo throughout the entire game, which I felt would have really amped up the scares and the tensions to a whole other level. But that doesn't take away from the game's overall strength, these little issues. Thus, I'm giving Resident Evil Revelations 2 an 8 out of 10. This is a great game. Capcom should be commended for taking some of the best features of Resident Evil past and present and putting them into one package. And I hope they're going to take this progress into the next entry. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, leave me a comment below, let me know how I'm doing, and I'll see you again soon.